What's up? So I've got a rig this time for Typical Tuesday while I'm on my walk. Hope you can see it and hear it and all the things. My name is Teea Goins. Welcome to Typical Tuesday with Teea. It's been like, 3 weeks? I know. We try to do this every Tuesday. It just doesn't always happen. And that's the way that it goes. But the last few weeks have just been busy in the best way. Busy in the most fun ways. So it's all been good stuff. I've just been busy. And I was actually kind of busy today. I've been writing, and I had a writing session today and got done in time to get over here and take a little walk before the sun went down. So I thought, well, I have time finally. So I thought I would bring you along. It's beautiful. But I heard it's like snowing in the Midwest. I'm from Missouri originally. I'm in Nashville right now, but that's where we live. But I heard that it's snowing in Missouri in April. What? Is it snowing where you are? It's definitely not snowing here, but it's supposed to get really cold. Well, not really cold, but it's supposed to get like down into the 30s tonight, I think, and maybe tomorrow. So it's going to be really cold. Yeah, exactly. Kevin said, enjoy it before the frost. Right? And my roses are just starting to bloom in the front yard. Like they're just starting to perk up. I'm like, come on now. Let's not do that. David asked, how has Ben been? Ben Hall is doing well. He has been busy as well. He's had a lot of things. He's been back home in Mississippi some. So he's been busy. We haven't done any of our couch covers. I'm just telling you, like, I feel like my world has been flipped upside down, but in like the really, really fun kind of way. Because it's just been busy. We've been traveling some. Brandon and I went camping last weekend. Went down the Natchez Trace, which I would highly recommend if you've not done that. But we took the camper out for the first time. But really, I'm excited because I personally have a really, really, really big thing to me coming up. It's going to be next week. It's going to be next Wednesday, April the 28th, here in Nashville. So if you are anywhere around Nashville next week, I would love for you to come and be a part of this, because it's, for me, this is a huge thing. I'm going to be playing my very first writer's night, writer's round. I'm going to be playing at 3rd and Lindsley as part of the Wild Heart Wednesdays writer's sessions. And I think they're like open at 50% capacity. So there's plenty of room for you to come and be a part of this night. Because so many of you have been asking, I've been kind of teasing, that I've been writing some things, that I've been working on some stuff, whatever. Well, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. So I hope that if you are around and can be there, that you will come out to 3rd and Lindsley next Wednesday, the 28th. Starts at 6:30. I'm going to be in a writer's round with like 2 heavy hitters who just happen to be my friends and co-writers on a few things. So, yeah, it's going to be me, little old me, literally, little old me, and it's going to be Moose Brown. Well, Jim Brown. We call him Moose. The world knows him as Moose. The world kind of halfway knows him as Gilbert Donovan, but that is a completely other story. You'll find out more about Gil on another day. But Moose is going to be there. Moose has written such hits as It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere for Alan Jackson, right? He also wrote If Something Should Happen, Daryl Worley. He's had a lot of songs recorded by a lot of people that you know. Look him up, Google him, find him out. And also we're going to be with John Sampson, who wrote Midnight on Montgomery for Alan Jackson, Waiting on a Woman, Brad Paisley, and 1,000 other things. So anyway, if that's something that you're into, if you're like, what are these songs you've been working on? What are these songs? You'll be the first to hear them, because it'll be the first time I've performed them on stage. It'll be the first time anybody's heard them. So you may as well be there. I don't know that they're going to have an online feed. I haven't heard anything about that, so I'm guessing that's a no. So if you can be in town, tickets are only $12. Starts at 6:30. It's at 3rd and Lindsley, Wild Heart Wednesdays, April the 28th. So I really, really hope that you'll be able to come. Anyway, I see you guys saying stuff. Let me read. I've got a selfie stick. So I'm at the park and I'm sure people are looking at me like, really? You're one of those people that's carrying a selfie stick around? Well, I know. It was just the only thing I had. It was the only way it could work. So, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Don't judge people when they have selfie sticks. It's for a reason. I'm doing it for y'all. John said it snowed in Springfield, Missouri from 9 this morning to 3:30, but it's almost melted off. Well, that's good, because I'm actually planning a trip back home to Missouri this weekend. We're going to go down and visit Brandon's mom and see her and hang out down there for a couple of days. So our schedule actually changed. That was supposed to happen about a month from now, and we had to move our schedule around. So now that's happening this weekend. So we've kind of had everything sort of just been very up in the air in my world the last 3 or 4 weeks, I guess. Just there's no schedule. And if you know me at all, you know that I'm super scheduled and like routine oriented, and I like to like know exactly what's happening next. It's not been that way in my world. It's not been that way for almost a month, but it's been actually pretty fun. I'm kind of learning to enjoy the spontaneity and the surprise of everything. So that's been good. Let's see what you guys got here. Hi. Lots of hellos. I see you guys on there. Noel said that he has traveled the Natchez Trace twice on motorcycles. Oh, I bet that was beautiful. It was so pretty. This was like the perfect time of year, as you can see, because everything is just bright spring green. So the trace was gorgeous, and we had never driven the trace at all. So we went all the way through Mississippi from Nashville and camped along the way. Then we ended up over in Manchester, Tennessee at the Old Stone Fort State Park, which I would highly recommend if you're ever traveling through. It's about an hour from Nashville. We ended up spending a night there. So all in all, it was a great weekend. It was very, very fun. Yeah, supposed to be. Oh, Timothy said we're supposed to get snow tomorrow in Ohio. Okay, see, so that's not the only thing. Yeah, I guess it's just sort of the Midwest in general getting this crazy snow in the middle of April. But he said also, sorry, congrats on your inner songwriter coming out. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I'll tell you what, when I first moved to Nashville many moons ago, I tried my hand at songwriting. I've talked about this before. You've probably heard me talk about it before if you've ever been to a show. And I don't know, something about it just didn't feel like that's who I was. It didn't feel right. But I think if you've got any age on you at all, you can probably relate to this, but you change. You grow. You're not the same person at 20 as you are when you're 30. You're not the same person at 30 as you are at 40. You know, whatever. Like, you change, you evolve. That's just growth. I think that's good for us. If we were the same our whole lives, that would not be all that fun. So, it's probably been at least 10 or 12 years since I had even thought about writing music. And I really wasn't thinking about it during the quarantine either, until one day I sort of, the voice of God, that still small voice. It was like, maybe you should start writing music. And I was like, I don't write music. I'm not going to do that. And it was very persistent. God was really like pecking me on the shoulder going, hello, I'm talking to you. You should listen. So I thought, well, okay. And through a series of completely unrelated and random events, Moose Brown, Jim, Moose, he's Moose. I call him Moose. Moose got in touch and was like, hey, if you ever wanted to do anything together, like write or anything, let me know. And I thought, boy, if that's not a sign, I don't know what is. So we got together, and the very first time that we got together, we wrote a song. And we've been getting together fairly consistently for the last several months. And we've got a lot of songs written. And the experience has been absolutely life-changing for me. It really has. It has inspired me. It has brought me great joy. Some joy that I didn't even know that I had anymore. You ever get to that point where you kind of feel like, I don't think I'm ever going to get excited about anything again? I got excited again, which was a big deal for me. And it has been quite a experience for me. I'm really, really amped up to share it with you guys, because I've been amped up for a while, but now that I think, hey, other people are going to get to hear this. So I really, really hope that if you're anywhere around Nashville next Wednesday on the 28th, that you'll come out to 3rd and Lindsley to Wild Heart Wednesday and see Jim Moose Brown, Don Sampson, and myself do a writer's round, play my first writer's round, and do my songs that I've written, that I've co-written. Like, I don't know, y'all. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know, but I cannot wait. I am just beyond excited about the whole deal. So that's my big news. That's like my big hoo-ha announcement. Because for one, it's not like we've been doing a whole lot of live shows in the last year. So number one, I just get to sing out loud again, but I get to sing my own words, which for me means an awful, awful lot. And I'm really thankful for the growth and the evolution and the changes that happen over the years, because I'm telling you, the reason that writing didn't work for me the first time was because it wasn't time. I was trying to do something that wasn't the right time yet. And now that God actually said go, and I went, now it's like, whoa, it's happening. And it's happening fast, and it's happening fun, and it's just, I don't know, man. Listen to God. He knows best. What you have planned, it's nothing compared to what he has planned. So there's my little sermon on that. Thank you, Robin. John asked if I would be, yeah, Brandon and I are coming to Missouri this weekend. Absolutely, we are. We're just going to come down and see his mom. This was supposed to be a trip that was going to be later, but we've moved it back. So we're coming back, and we won't be there for long. Unfortunately, we can't stay too long because Brandon has a real job and has to work and all those kind of things. So it's just going to be a quick weekend trip. But we're going to try to get gone a little bit early. I think we're going to try to leave maybe Thursday night, or, well, actually, I guess Friday afternoon is when we'll end up leaving. So, yeah. Tyler said some of the best songs were written about our experiences that we have in life, the good, bad, the indifferent. Absolutely. That's the thing is with songwriting, what I have been learning and experiencing with that, I'm getting to tell my stories. I'm getting to tell things that are important to me. And then it's also fun to tell stories that you know about other people, or be able to go, man, that's an interesting thought. What can we say about that? How can we address that? You know what I mean? That's the thing about a songwriter, is it's, when you hear the songs, you'll know the ones that are about me, I think. And then the ones that, you get to tell other people's stories, because there are so many exciting stories out there to be told, and through friends or family members, and you kind of see a story and you go, ooh, that'd make a good song. So it's just really fun to get to put all that together and be creative. I mean, you guys, I'm just telling you, I'm in a whole different plane right now, just because of the creativity that's been going on, and the excitement and the joy. I keep using the word joy, and I don't mean to overuse it, but let me tell you, your joy can be lost sometimes. You can get in the humdrum of life and the pandemic and things like that. Your joy can kind of get covered up. And mine has just been showing itself and more. So I'm really, 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 really happy right now. And I'm very, very thankful more than anything else. That again, God's perfect timing knew exactly what I would need, when I would need it. And he's never let me down before, so I don't know why I would think he would this time. He always comes through exactly how he's supposed to. And I'm very thankful for that. God's will is good. We'll be glad when winter's over. Yes, absolutely. Am I coming to Colorado to do any concerts? Well, I'll tell you what, things are starting to open up a little bit. Different parts of the country. I know Texas is pretty open right now. Nashville's slowly starting to open up a little bit. So theaters, performing arts centers, writers' rooms. I can play writers' rooms now. So if you have a writers' room that you like to go to hear writers, let me know. Let Dan Mann know. That's who you need to let know. Dan at agency-etc.com. Dan's my booking agent. He will make it happen. So if you've got a spot or a place that you would like to see me play, let him know. We are trying to start booking out, obviously, like I said, as things open up and as things get rescheduled. We've got a couple of things coming up, May the 29th and 30th. I'm going to be in Heber Springs, Arkansas. Now, these are cool shows because they're absolutely free. It'll be me and Ben Hall doing an acoustic. It's basically the same kind of thing as those house concerts that we talk about. We're going to be doing like a house concert, but it's going to be in a church building and it's open to the public. So anyone who wants to come can just come and sit. It's free. They're going to have a celebration that day, kind of a big thank you celebration for their local EMS and fire department, and police and healthcare workers and all that. They're kind of having a big thank you barbecue. So you can come and be a part of that and then just stick around for the show. It starts, I believe, at like 6 or 6:30. But that's going to be really fun. It's at the Mountaintop Cowboy Church. It'll be Ben Hall and I, Heber Springs, Arkansas. You can find all of this on my website. It's got phone numbers and whatnot. But yeah, it's absolutely free. So if you're anywhere close to Heber Springs, you should definitely come out to that show because that's going to be fun. We'll be taking requests. We'll be doing some of this new music. It's going to be, it's going to be really, really fun. Barb asked about Larry's Country Diner. That's another thing that's coming up. I filmed a new episode. I haven't done Larry's Country Diner. I think it'd been like 3 or 4 years since I'd done an episode. So I was on an episode. We filmed it last Friday. Now, I'm not sure of the air date yet. It will be somewhere probably in the summertime. So it's probably going to be June or July. As soon as I know the date for sure, though, I will post it here. I'll post it on Facebook. I'll post it on my website. I'll post it on Instagram, Twitter. Any way that you keep in touch with me, I'll be posting it there. Really, the best way to find out about things like that is to go to my website, teagoins.com, and join Team Teea. It's absolutely free. It's just a mailing list, and you'll get emails when things come up and when we've got shows coming up. So we've got Heber Springs, and then we've got July 17th. We're going to be in High Point, North Carolina, at the High Point Theater, I believe is what it's called. Don't quote me on that, but it's on my website also. You can see us there. So, like I said, slowly but surely things are starting to come up. But right now, I'm pretty stoked about this Writers' Night thing because I think those are going to be the kind of shows. I always enjoy acoustic shows anyway. Those are probably my favorite kind of shows. Are smaller, performing arts center type things where we can be acoustic and really be one-on-one with the audience. And so Writers' Nights, that's what they are. I mean, they are one-on-one with the audience. You get to tell the stories behind the songs, sing the songs. So I'll be excited to hopefully do some more of those and maybe even travel around doing those kind of things. I would love that. So anyway, I'm going to jump off here because I'm probably giving you bumpy, but I thought the selfie stick sort of isn't quite so bumpy. but I'm like, I'm walking because I'm trying to, at least keep a little bit of a pace. But hey, Kevin said, girl, you better get you some water. I don't drink water till I get completely finished. I typically walk for an hour or so. Usually it's about 4 miles. Then I drink a complete 32-ounce thing of water, just all in one big guzzle. So it's all good. And I've had some coffee today. You guys know, right, that I am not a coffee drinker. I typically only drink green tea. Well, it's become this weird thing with me. When I songwrite, I drink coffee. I don't know if it helps. I don't know. But now it's become like a ritual because I'm super I stick with things. So I have been drinking coffee. So I've had a coffee today. And I know all you coffee snobs out there will laugh when I say this, but my favorite coffee is McDonald's. I'm not a Starbucks fan. I mean, it's fine. It's okay. But as for coffee that I actually really, really like, I really, really like McDonald's coffee. I crave it now. In fact, I think there was one day that I didn't write and I went to McDonald's and got a coffee. May not be a good thing, but anyway, we've written 2 days in a row, so I've had coffee 2 days in a row. So if I'm talking really fast, that's probably why, because I'm all caffeined up, Yeah. Kevin said it's only natural to write with caffeine. Well, that's good because I've had my share today. Let's see. Hold on, I have to stop because I can't read. Kim asked, "Do you work out when you're on tour?" I work out. I try to work out every day. Now, workout is different to different people. My preference of workout is to walk 4 miles a day. That's my preference. That's what I do. I don't lift weights. I don't do burpees. I don't do, jazzercise. I don't do that stuff. If you do that, I'm all for you to do that. I love it, and I wish that kind of stuff thrilled my heart. But for me, what thrills my heart and the exercise that I can enjoy is walking. That's what I like to do. I walk at a pretty brisk pace, obviously. And I walk. It usually takes me about an hour or so to go 4 miles. So that's what I do. But see, there's somebody says used to do CrossFit. Yeah, and I've heard that CrossFitters hate burpees. I hate burpees, therefore I don't do them. So my recommendation is always to people when they work out. I was a personal trainer for a while, but my recommendation is always find something you enjoy doing. Okay, if you don't enjoy doing burpees to work out, don't do burpees to work out because you won't stick with it. Find something that you can really enjoy, that you can really like. I like to walk, and walking works for me. I walk, and it's all good. So that's me. That's what I do. But yes, I do walk when I'm on tour, when I'm anywhere. I try to do it every day. Usually I get 5 to 6 days a weekend where I do that. But yeah, I try to find time because honestly, my walk time right now, it's just a good way to clear my head. A lot of times I'll just listen to music, or I'll listen to a podcast, or I will listen to a book, an audio book. I'm just going to throw a recommendation out right now because I'm right in the middle of John Acuff's new book called Soundtracks. Oh, if you're an overthinker, like me, I overthink everything to a point that it just almost drives me nuts. If you are an overthinker, you need to go pick this book up. It's called Soundtracks. It's by John Acuff. And I'm telling you, just today I was listening to a couple of chapters, and he had some thoughts that just were like, they were great for me. So that's what I'm saying. I'm recommending that book. And I'm not a reader. I'm an audiobook person. I listen to books. I'm not a good reader. It's not that I'm a good reader. I'm not a good retainer when I read. I retain better when I listen. So a lot of times when I'm doing Bible stuff, I will listen to my Bible app rather than read my Bible. Like I'll read along, but I'm not reading like I'm listening to it because I get it better. I don't know. I'm just really rambling on this walk, but I appreciate y'all hanging in there. You guys are great. Anyway, I'm probably going to wrap it up because we've been on here for like 25 minutes. time flies when we're having fun, and I feel like I just hadn't seen y'all in a long time because life's been good. It's been busy, but it's been good. And if you come to the Writers' Night in Nashville, Wild Heart Wednesdays at 3rd and Lindsley on April the 28th at 6:30, you'll see why I've been so busy. You'll hear why I've been so busy. And I would really love for as many people to be a part of it as can be. It would thrill me to see some of y'all's smiling faces out there. And I know some of y'all live far away, I get that, but if you live close or if you're coming through for vacation or something, if you need to get here a day early or stay a day longer, do it. Do it. Because it would be a great encouragement to me to see you there. So thank you guys for tuning in. John said, do you talk to yourself and answer also? I do. I absolutely do that, yes. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think if we were all honest, we'd all say we do that from time to time. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm not sure if I'll be back on next Tuesday or not. We'll see. I'll let you know on my socials if we're going to be here, if we're going to do this on next Tuesday or not. We'll just see what's going on, because at this moment, I never know from minute to minute. And I will also let y'all know if for some reason they are going to live stream the Writers' Night. I will put those links up as well on all my social media pages and on teagoins.com. So thank you guys. I hope that wherever you are that the snow has melted away and it's starting to look like this wherever you are, because man, I'm telling you, it's just about perfection right now. It's like 75 and gorgeous. So I hope you have a great one. Thank you guys again just for supporting me and for encouraging me on this writing process, because every time I've posted about it, you guys have said some really, really sweet things, and I appreciate it more than you know, and I can't wait to share it with you. So I hope you'll have a great, great rest of your day. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye.